about the motion for a new trial in the Jason Chen murder case. Good evening. I'm Latricia Thomas.
And I'm Joshua. A pair of motions were filed, one asking for defense attorney David Weiss to be removed as counsel. The other asked for a new trial, alleging that the state had not presented enough evidence for the conviction.
Now, we reached out to Hamilton County District Attorney Cody Womp to get her reaction to the move. She said she wasn't surprised. She told us, quote, "This is standard procedure after every trial. We currently have no concern about the integrity of this conviction."
News Channel 9's Maggie Weaver breaks down what will likely happen next in the Jason Chen case.
Attorneys tell us filing a motion for a new trial within 30 days after a sentence is a standard procedural step in legal cases. I asked an attorney about the process and the chances of the new trial being granted for Jason Chen.
Motion for new trial rarely ever result in a new trial.
This motion comes as Jason Chen's attorneys cite insufficient evidence in his sentencing to life in prison without parole. But attorney Bill Speak tells us this is procedural and a new trial is rarely ever granted.
What he's doing is actually preserving that on appeal by raising it in the motion for new trial. One time in my career have we actually had one result in a new trial. But they're an important step.
This filing specifically claims that the verdict, finding Chen guilty of first-degree murder and abuse of a corpse in the death of Jasmine Pace, was, quote, decidedly and strongly against the weight of the evidence. Attorneys arguing Chen was denied a fair trial because evidence they say was tampered with by Jasmine Pace's family was allowed, and that the jury found Chen guilty of premeditated murder when the defense didn't believe it was proven. But during the trial, Judge Patterson said,
the fact that there were so many wounds on the victim is a fact that can be used to establish premeditation.
A separate motion for Chen's attorney Joshua Weiss to withdraw from representation was granted by a judge, something Speak says is also typical.
With him being in custody, he's going to be determined to be indigent, really. He can't raise money and certainly can't afford an attorney.
Speak says usually a judge will then assign a random attorney to the defendant for the motion hearing. We were told a judge did grant the attorney's request to have Amanda Morrison to represent Chen for the motion hearing.
We've reached out to Morrison to clarify if her approval to represent Chen is considered pro bono. We'll update you when we hear back.